TV here for an all-new 2016 NFL mock draft for you all. It is full and available in the description box below. Now, if you've been following my mock drafts, and hopefully you have, if you haven't, I suggest you subscribe for more mock drafts and scouting reports in the future. You know that I'm a Tennessee Titans fan, and you know that I've mocked Jalen Ramsey to go to the Tennessee Titans for all of my mock drafts thus far. The ones that I've counted, of course. Now, I'm changing. Now, not because I'm sold that it's going to happen. Really, I just wanted to make a mock draft with something different. So, this is the mock draft where the Tennessee Titans are idiots, which is a very viable opportunity and possibility, by the way, because this is the same team that hired and kept Mike Mularkey. So, this is assuming that they're idiots and that they draft a left tackle when they already have a left tackle to protect Marcus Mariota. This is assuming that they're idiots, and this is a very viable possibility because they're going to think, and a lot of people have this opinion, and it's very foolish, and I'm sorry, it's very dumb. Marcus Mariota needs protection. Let's draft a left tackle. Now, I agree. Marcus Mariota does need protection, but you already have a left tackle. And Laremy Tunsil is not going to come into the NFL and be better than Taylor Laquon day one. That's not going to happen. Taylor Laquon was the best offensive tackle taken in that 2014 draft class. He's better than Jake Matthews. He's way better than Greg Robinson. He's a top 10 left tackle in the NFL. A lot of you people don't believe this because, well, he gave up 1 sack against Jabal Sheard, but he went 8 games without giving a sack. This season, he gave up 4 sacks in total for the 2015 season. That's a good left tackle. It's not a great left tackle. It's a good left tackle. The Tennessee Titans have a left tackle. Now, if you want to talk about right tackle, we can have a conversation. But I will tell you, why on earth should a team take a right tackle with the number 1 overall pick? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And this is yet the thing that people are suggesting the Titans are going to do, the Titans will do. They're going to take a tackle. They're going to move Taylor Laquon to right tackle. Taylor Laquon is going to suck as a right tackle. I believe he's left-handed, and I also remember him specifically saying that he had to practice as right tackle when he came into the NFL, and when sometimes in Michigan, and he was bad at it. He says that it feels awkward for him because the balance is different, using his hands is different. You people are assuming that he's going to be better at right tackle. Everything he has said, everything that I have seen, it does not suggest this. So anyway, enough about the Titans because really a lot of people don't care about them. That's fine. I'm a Titans fan, but I get it. You don't care. So I have them taking Laremy Tunsil. This is the mock draft where the Titans are idiots. And now let's see what ensues. Now, number 2, the Cleveland Browns take Carson Wentz. Now, Carson Wentz has seen his stock rise, and deservedly so, after a fantastic Senior Bowl where he performed well in practice day in and day out. Scouts, teams got to see him one-on-one, head-to-head, throwing the magnificent passes he was throwing, being a good, accurate, sound quarterback. The Browns are going to move on from Johnny Manziel. They have said this. I have them taking Carson Wentz to supplant Johnny Manziel as the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns, as the quarterback of the future. Will he be good? I don't know. I do like that Hugh Jackson is the head coach over there, so that helps his odds, but I'm not 100% sold on Carson Wentz, and I'll get into that in my scouting report. All right, I have the Chargers taking Jalen Ramsey. The Titans don't take Jalen Ramsey. The Chargers do. Eric Weddle is out the door. The Chargers do have 2 cornerbacks in Brandon Flowers and Jason Barrett. Brandon Flowers was bad last year, and it sucks because they just re-signed him. Now, hopefully he can get better. If he doesn't, you can put Jalen Ramsey at cornerback. If he does, you can put Jalen Ramsey at safety. This is a win-win scenario for the San Diego Chargers. A possibility here could also be Joey Bosa, although I think that'd be very stupid because I believe Joey Bosa is a 3-4 outside linebacker, and I'm of the belief that the Chargers finally have 2 good 3-4 outside linebackers in Melvin Ingram, who have finally had a 10-plus sack season, and Jeremiah Tauchu, who has shown quite a bit of potential and also started to reach that potential at the end of last season. I think they have 2 outside linebackers. I think taking Joey Bosa would be very misguided. Now, with that said, I got a question last mock draft. Why then do you have the Cowboys taking Joey Bosa? Because they have Randy Gregory, because they have DeMarcus Lawrence, because they have Greg Hardy. Well, Greg Hardy hopefully will be out of there, okay? You can't keep this guy. Randy Gregory, I think, is more of a linebacker. I think he's more of a strong side linebacker. I think he's small. And obviously the Cowboys don't have much faith in him because when they drafted him, they had Greg Hardy. Or I'm not sure. Do they have Greg Hardy yet? I don't think. No. When they drafted him, they did have Greg Hardy. Then they got Greg Hardy because they didn't even trust Randy Gregory. So now they're going to trust Randy Gregory when he didn't even play? No. The Cowboys still have a need at defensive line. And specifically defensive end and defensive tackle. So taking Joey Bosa here makes absolute sense to me. And you say, well, they'll take Laquon Treadwell. I think that's too high. I like Laquon Treadwell a lot. If they took him, I'd be on board with that. I don't think NFL teams love him. And I have him going number 7 here. I think even that's high. I wouldn't be shocked if he falls all the way to New Orleans at 12. Teams are low on this guy. I don't know why. I think that's going to be a huge mistake in this draft. But I think that's going to be the case. So I have the Cowboys taking Joey Bosa. Some people say they're going to take Myles Jack. That makes even less sense because you do have Anthony Hitchens on one outside linebacker position. You have Sean Lee at another outside linebacker position. And I think when it's all said and done, Randy Gregory would be an outside linebacker instead of a defensive end. That's just what I believe. So I don't see any way Myles Jack could go to the Dallas Cowboys here. Jacksonville Jaguars, they take Myles Jack. Who's the Gus Bradley? Gus Bradley will look at this guy and say, oh, this is my Bobby Wagner. Man, we'll see about that. And it just seems like a match made in heaven. Although a possibility of Ronnie Stanley going here is very possible. But that's pretty much all I can see. Maybe Mackenzie Alexander if they really, really want a cornerback. But unfortunately, this is not the best place to get a quarterback unless if Jalen Ramsey falls. So now, with that said, the full mock draft, 2-round mock draft is in the description box below. Let me talk about some other teams that some people just continue to argue with me about, and I don't understand why. Number 1, the 49ers. Some people are of the belief that no, the 49ers will not take a wide receiver. They have Torrey Smith. They just signed the guy from the Canadian Football League, some Fisher guy. Okay, trust me. That Fisher CFL player is not going to prevent the 49ers from doing anything. Okay? Eric Rodgers, maybe. That's his name. Anyway, so there's a huge need at wide receiver. Anquan Bolden sucks, and he's old, and he's an upcoming free agent. Torrey Smith just sucks, and he's there. Now, occasionally, he can get a nice reception. He can go for 70 yards. That's nice. He's not a number 1. I don't think he's a number 2. If he's a number 3, I still don't like it because I don't know what I'm going to get on a week-to-week basis from Torrey Smith. You have a huge need at wide receiver. Chip Kelly loves taking wide receivers. He took Jordan Matthews in the 2nd round. He took Nelson Aguilar in the 1st round. He loves taking wide receivers. I see them taking wide receivers. They took Josh Huff. Taking a wide receiver is guaranteed under Chip Kelly. Why not Laquon Treadwell, who may not have the speed that he wants necessarily, but will be able to perform well under this system, I do believe. All right, next. I have people asking me, why do I have the Raiders taking this guy, that guy? I think I had them taking Jalen Smith last time. Guys, Raider fans, you should know this by now. You guys are in the worst possible position in this draft. You could not be in a worse position. Your issue is the following. You have a huge need in the secondary. Anything. Name a secondary position, cornerback, nickelback, strong safety, free safety. Whatever position you name, you have a need at it. The problem, there is not one secondary player within 10 picks down near this pick. It doesn't exist. There's absolutely no value, no hint of value, unless if you really, 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 really want to reach on Eli Apple. And I saw someone suggest this, and it may be possible, but man, that's a reach. So the Raiders are just going to have to take best player available. That's just what you're going to have to do. I think Ezekiel Elliott could be a possibility here. I know they have Latavius Murray. Oh my God. No. Watch as they take Ezekiel Elliott. I wouldn't be too surprised. I think Jalen Smith is a possibility here. Some people are under the belief that Jalen Smith would be an inside linebacker. No, he's an outside linebacker in a 4-3. You want a 4-3. I understand. Ben Heaney is in the middle. He's a good middle linebacker. He showed good progress. Okay, fine. He can replace the other guy on the right side. I can't even remember his name. Neron Ball or something like. He can replace him on the strong side linebacker position. So, and you kind of want him on the weak side linebacker position, to be honest. But Jalen Smith is a possibility here. I have you taking a Sean Robinson. Again, Raider fans, It's just best player available. You have a huge need in the secondary, and that's kind of it. Maybe tight end, but you have two young guys there. That's really it. Everything else, you're just hoping guys can get older, can get better. You're hoping Mario Edwards can get older, can get better. You're hoping Clive Walford can get older, can get better. Derek Carr can get older, can get better. Amari Cooper can get older, can get better. Your secondary, huge need. Nobody's close. There is nobody even close. Offensive line, you're set. Maybe a tackle. I had you guys taking a tackle first. I got blasted for this. I had you guys taking Taylor Decker. I still think that's a possibility. For now, I think it's Deshaun Robinson, and go ahead and yell at me. All right. I think that's pretty much it. I think those are the most questionable picks here. Take the mock draft for what it's worth. Yell at me, that's fine. We can have a great conversation in the comments section below. 2-round mock draft 2016 NFL mock draft. Until next time, James Carter TV, I'm out. Peace.